So, hello and welcome to the Mind of a Dummy part 14, I believe. I'm having some troubles with my internet and my PC, so I'm just recording this with my phone. I think the quality is better than with my normal setup. I don't know why, but yeah, that just shows me how simple it can be for a good setup. Okay, so let's hop right into it. So my habits for the week were firstly or only Anki and notes teacher. I want to keep this for longer because that's something I really want to do, and I'm starting to do it. I'm noticing that it's starting to turn into a habit, and I'm really proud of that. But yeah. Then today we're gonna talk about 2 weeks of thoughts. So the video is probably gonna be a little longer than usual, but trust me, the things we're gonna talk about. And I have one extra topic that I will just write down now. I wrote it down. So yeah, what we're gonna talk about is loneliness, how hard life can get, being different, talking also about who cares about you or how to notice who cares about you, then what to do if you're surrounded by average, then also how to love, and at the end we're also going to talk about what real love can do for you. Or that's just some thoughts that I had the last 2 weeks. And just so you know, the last 2 weeks were pretty exciting. So yeah, let's hop right into my first thought. So why I'm probably alone a lot. So I never really was the person that had a lot of real friends or good friends. I always felt like I was in the middle, like in equilibrium of everything. I belong to one group like 50% and to the other group 50%, but I never really fitted in. So why is that? And that's because I just wanted a different life, and I still want a different life. And that all the time spent alone eventually ended up in creating something. And I think people started noticing that I'm doing a lot, and maybe they started feeling envy or too bad for me or something, and that like boosted my loneliness. But that's just a thought, so I don't want to put anything out in the world that might not be true. It's just something I've thought of. Then the next thought is not feeling bad when someone is superior than you or better than you. So that's a big thing for me, because a lot of times if someone is better at me at something and I know it, and he's next to me and he's performing or executing the thing and doing it better than me, more efficient, more not textured, more structured, and or as an example, math, he just knows how it works, and you feel bad, or you feel anger towards them because they're better. And what I want to do now, or what I want to start doing, is feel less anger towards people that are superior in any aspect of life, because there's no upside to feeling anger towards someone who's better than you. What would be a better approach is like try to learn from them and learn why they are good and not envy them that they are good. Then the next note. I have no results, but I'm still pushing. So that applies to mostly trading, I think, or yeah. And maybe the thing is, the results are so small, they happen in such small increments that I can't really notice them. And I think that's a big problem because it happens so naturally and slow. Like those increments, you adapt to them too fast, or they're too small for you to notice them. I just repeated myself 3 times. But yeah, so I'm probably seeing results on paper, but just not in my head. And I know that, and that's why I'm still pushing. And I also encourage you to still push towards your dreams and your goals, even if your results are minimal or also invisible. Then I don't know how to live a happy 9 to 5. Yeah, I don't know how I could ever live a happy 9 to 5 life. Like work during the day, have 5 to 6 weeks of holidays per year, and go on vacations. Then I just don't see myself there. There's nothing much more to say about this. Except that if you feel like me, I encourage you to find a solution to that problem and try things out that will help you escape this 9 to 5. But I for sure believe that a 9 to 5 can be... No, fuck you, it can't. I rather work from 5 in the morning till 9 than from 9 to 5. Just because I don't like doing things that everyone is doing. Don't ask me why, that's just me. Okay, then the next thing. Nobody knows how hard life can get when nobody sees your efforts. And that doesn't just apply to my life, probably applies to a lot of your lives too. Like you put in the work, you put in the hours, the effort, your energy, everything, and then your results are minimal, and even worse, nobody sees that you put efforts, that you invest time and effort into that pursue or goal. I don't know if you can say that pursue, but towards your goal. And that really messes with you, because it's like daunting to your mental, because you just feel bad. I think acknowledgement, or I don't know how it's called in English perfectly, but I would probably think it's acknowledgement or acknowledgement, something like that, or just getting accepted by people and saying, wow, you did great, is a basic human need. And if that need never gets satisfied, you will eventually feel like shit. And that's what's happening, or what happened a lot to me in life. And probably to your life too, because I'm also human like you. Then the next thing. Nobody knows how it is to die trying and still getting laughed at. So that's kind of the same as the one I just mentioned before. Like giving everything you have, investing all your time, all your energy, and nobody sees what you want to build. Everybody just wants the safe thing. Oh no, it's too risky, and stuff like that. And you're just like trying to reach your goal and pursue it, and everybody's just laughing at you because it's so delusional. But that's the part where you just gotta push. And all those things I'm saying to you, I think I also need to hear myself, because there's rarely there are not a lot of people that tell me those kinds of words, and they probably would help. Then, nobody knows how hard it can get if you are different. So that's something I struggled with when I was younger. Now I've kind of accepted I'm different, and I actually enjoy being different. And I know being different isn't bad. It's a superpower. But when I was younger, like, you are alone a lot and you just don't quite understand why. Because all you try to do is fit in, and you never fit. You always have that, like, you just never feel there's no home to your heart or soul. You have nowhere to rest. And yeah, you can only know how bad it is if you are one of a kind that feels different and is different. And if you are, and if you still are unsure if it's a good trait or a bad one, it's a good one, bro, or broina, or what's the female version of bro? Just bro, I think. It's a good trait. No, it's a good attribute, and don't shy away. Like, grow, because you have the potential to grow, and only the ones that are different rise. No, that doesn't make sense. Just be different. The word, why be normal? There's too much normal people. Like, there needs to be some individual humans that still show that humans are humans and not robots. So be different. Do it for me, please. Then the next thing. Nobody knows how bad it can get if you never are satisfied. Uh-oh. Who knows that? Who had that thought? It wasn't me. It was me. So yeah, that's a big thing for me, and I still struggle with it. I think I do quite a lot. Like, I do those videos, I do trading, I do sports, I eat healthy. There's just a lot of things I do, and I'm still not satisfied. I don't know why. Maybe this is because I'm doing the wrong kind of things or wrong kind of stuff, but maybe it's also just because I need to learn how to be satisfied. And yeah, I can't really help you with that one, because that's still a point that I struggle with. I think I said to you that the points I can't answer, I will mark and write down next week. So that's what we'll do now. So nobody knows how bad it can get if you're never satisfied. That's something that I will mark, and we'll discuss it next week and see if there's a different answer to it. Okay, so then the next point in my diary. Oh my god. Who really cares about you? So if you think about it, do you have people that really care about you, that really care about you? Like, and we gotta define care. And I don't know what care is. No, I would say care is someone that cares as much, somebody that cares about your inner world as much as they do for their own inner world. And I think that's care. And now you have to think, who cares about you? So if I answer that for myself, it would be my mom, my dad, my brother, and 2 friends I have. I won't mention their names because I don't know. But yeah, those are probably the only humans that really care about me, how I'm doing and what I'm doing. And I'm glad to have all those people in my life, and those all are also people I deeply care for, and I would die for them if I had to. Then, do people want something from me, or do they want to be with me? And that's something that you need to figure out yourself. Like, I'm really picky with people I spend time with, because I don't spend a lot of time with friends. Yeah. Or if I spend time with friends, like we go to the gym, or yeah, I do sometimes stuff with friends, but just not as much. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a introvert. I'm an extrovert, but I just like my me time. And yeah, but we already got away from the point that I read. So the point was, do people want something from me, or do they want to be with me? And that's important, that you distinguish which with which intention or with which reason people choose to be with you. So if people only want something from you, then you probably shouldn't be with them that much, because if you can't give them anything, they will leave you. It's like an old man with his stick. As long as he needs him, he will hold on to him. But as soon as he can walk without him, he will throw him away. And that's how I see those friends, or if you even want to call them friends. And then there's your friends, or your real friends, or I want to call them like more family, because to me they feel like family. And those are people that they don't want something from you, or they do want something from you, but it's not an act, it's you. They want just to be with you no matter what they do. And those are the people you should surround yourself with. And mostly those are also people with similar goals, similar emotional patterns, and there's a common similarity in all of you guys. I don't know if I can say this. My English is not perfect. If I spell something wrong or use English wrong, just tell me, and I'm here to learn. So yeah, then the next thing, I'm surrounded by average. And yeah, that's true. If you look around yourself, how many people really achieved something in their life and are being useful? Or a more important question, I think, is, are happy? Not like that extrinsic happy, but that intrinsic happiness, like that fulfillment. Oh, I'm on camera. Wait. Yeah. So for the ones just listening to this, go watch the YouTube video if you want to know what I did. Okay, yeah. If you look around yourself, I think 99% of your family and friends are average. And yeah, that's just how life is. And I don't want to remove every average person, but yeah, I don't know what I want to do with those people. But we gotta define average. Like, for me, average doesn't mean being successful, like with money. For me, average means like hating their job and doing nothing about it, doing nothing for their body, being emotionally unavailable, and just, I don't know, trying to fit in all the time. That's that's how I define being average. And just for the sake, my 2 friends, they're not average. And if you think they are, you're probably average. What is wrong with me today? So yeah. Just look around yourself and you'll notice that most of the people you spend time with, or most of your family too, are just average people. And there's nothing bad about it, but it's just a thought. Then the next thing in my diary. I'm really doing enough. Oh, am I really doing enough? So, that's a question I keep asking myself. You probably know I have big dreams. I want to achieve something in life. I want to create something. I want to be useful. But what I ask myself a lot is, am I really doing enough in order to one day achieve all my dreams and goals? Or am I just pretending to do enough? And I will eventually end up in a 9 to 5 like everyone else. And to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing enough. If you know, please DM me. If you don't. Okay, yeah. The next thing in my diary. Oh, we're going fast. Why I don't feel lonely anymore. Oh yeah, that's a thing. So the last couple months I stopped feeling lonely, not only because I grew closer to my friends, to my real friends, but also because I just feel more comfortable in my own skin. And yeah, that's it. I just feel more comfortable in my skin, and I don't feel lonely anymore when I'm alone, because I think that loneliness and being alone are two different things. And I just found peace in being alone. And yeah, I mean, I do sometimes still feel lonely, but rarely. And I think that's a big improvement, because if you think about it, like, the loneliness makes you want to do bad things. I think feeling bad makes you want to do bad things, and feeling good makes you want to do good things. But the thing is, all those processes are autocatalytic, so that means they're reinforcing themselves. As an example, wait, what would be a good example? Okay, I have one. So in school, every student cheats on their exam and gets good grades. Because everybody has, or everybody gets good grades, the teachers make the exams even harder, and that makes the students cheat even more, because it gets even harder. That's autocatalytic. Catalytic? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to use new words that I'm learning, because that's how I also probably will use them then when I speak to people. And yeah, I'm also doing this podcast to improve my English, and I think it already improved by a big increment. I don't know if I can say this, just by a lot. And yeah, I feel like my English today is forced, or maybe it's just good today and it feels uncommon. But yeah. Then the next thing is, why do I feel bad seeing people wasting their life? That's a big point. That's a good point. So I'm a really, how you say it, empathetic. No, I just like to feel into the emotions of people. Like, if you're sad, I feel your sadness. I don't know how the word is called in English. Something with E. In German it's empathy. It's probably the same in English, just pronounced a little different. But yeah. And why do I care? probably a little bit because of my ADHD, and I'm just an emotional person. Like, yeah, that doesn't mean like I cry every second, but I just feel things deeply, and seeing people wasting their life and more importantly being unhappy and unfulfilled just makes me sad and makes me want to give up. But I don't give up, but I don't know. And the saddest part is you can't really encourage those kind of people if they've no fire or no desire to improve their life. And that's probably what hurts me even more, like how powerless I am in that endeavor. I don't know if I can say that. Oh my days. Oh my days. Yeah, I probably can. In that industry, in that environment. Yes. Yeah. So, if you don't want to make me sad, please chase your dreams and try to live a fulfilled life. Even if now, I don't think partying can fulfill your heart. But I think that you can somehow fulfill your heart if you keep being passionate. Then, why do I feel emotions so intense? Yeah, I already answered it. Probably because of my ADHD. And another reason, and that's probably also a valid reason, is because I have a dad, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times I was with my mom, or I grew up with my mom most of the time, most of the years, because my parents divorced when I was 6 or 7, 6, oh cringe. So yeah, they when I was probably 8 or 9, and then I only spent time with my mom, and my mom is a lot more emotional than my dad, and I probably inherited that kind. What is wrong with my voice? So I probably inherited like being emotional from her, and not spending a lot of time with my dad didn't how you say Hymen didn't inflammation reduced, or like spending just spending little time with my dad wasn't the best thing for my emotions. Like, it's not bad that I'm emotional, but it's probably one of the reasons why I'm more emotional. But yeah. Then I hate it when people get dragged to do things they don't want to do. I do hate it. So I hate it to see like young people, or just general humans and people, doing things they don't want to do just because they can't say no, or they feel too bad to say no. Not bad like emotional bad, but bad like bad. No, emotionally bad. What am I talking about? They feel emotionally bad, and they just want relief, or out of peer pressure. And I just hate that, because I just find it very sad that people do things that they don't want to do. And sometimes it's bad things, and sometimes it's not that bad things. But yeah, that's why I also want to foster individuality in this world, and encourage individual people that aren't scared of showing who they truly are. And that's also part of my dream one day, like giving those people a chance that actually deserve one and want to make something out of their life. And yeah, and the next the next point is the most important one: believe in yourself. Yeah, just believe in yourself. Like, can somebody make a like counter, like how many times I said like? But yeah, believe in yourself, because there's no point of not doing it. The only thing you'll get from not believing in yourself is sadness, more sadness, feeling bad, sadness, feeling bad, sad, and unfulfilled heart, bad friends, bad surrounding, bad periphery. I don't know if you can say that, probably not, but yeah. So just believe in yourself, because self-belief is the only thing that you can build and nobody can take it away from you. If you have true self-belief, like sheer self-belief, that's what you need in order to succeed. Oh, that's a good idiom. Okay, so the next thing, I want to know what's possible in this lifetime, if you keep pursuing your dreams. And yeah, I want to know what's possible, or how much of my dream that I have in my head I can achieve if I just never give it up. Because I think a lot of people had dreams when they were young, but they just gave up. They just gave them up. And I don't want to give my dreams up, because if you have no dreams, what do you live for? Like, if you have no vision to change something, what's your purpose? So, because I just need a purpose to exist. I already feel empty, but I don't want to know how empty I would feel without a purpose. And that's why I just will keep pursuing my dream and give as much as I can to it, and commit to everything, embrace uncomfortable situations, and embark the journey, because I know if I keep going and don't give up, my dreams will become reality. It's non-negotiable. Non-negotiable? Yeah, probably. Okay, then the next, not the last, the next thing. I want to know what is possible if you never turn cold-hearted, and we'll pair it with the next thought too, because pretty similar. I want to know what is possible with real love. And yeah, I think this world lacks of love and genuine connections. A lot of people, or our generation, is actually better somehow. I don't know why, or maybe it's just we lie too much, because there are a lot of studies that showcase like our generation doesn't go to the pub that much. We smoke really, our smoking rates are really low, and also our generation doesn't drink a lot, but I think the addictions just shifted. Like, instead of going to the pub, you play video games, or instead of drinking, I don't know. I'm not that good with addictions. The only addiction I had is video games addiction. And yeah, but like I already mentioned, I think this world lacks of love, and I think by spreading more love and saying to your friends and family, like, I love you, I enjoy you, you can make someone else happy while fulfilling your own heart. Because I think a purpose, or something that makes every human being happy, is helping someone and seeing them smile. I just think this is universal. And we already know that if you're happy, you will be happier, and more importantly, you're more likely to spread happiness. So happiness is like, that's a good example for autocatalytic, because the more happy people there are, the more happiness will be spread, and the more happiness will be spread, the more happy people there will be. And so it's like self-inducing and always growing stronger and stronger. And yeah, so never think that a compliment or you being happy doesn't help the world, because it starts with you. Then the last thing I want to talk about is real love, and more importantly, what it can do for you. So I don't know if I want to tell this here, because yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna tell this here. Yeah, I will. I won't mention any names, but I will just talk about it. So I fell for someone, and for the first time, it's like, I don't like this word. For the first time, it's a genuine connection that I really enjoy, and it's based on trust and just real love. Like, just on real love. I can call her like, I'm sorry. I can call her home, because she's just my home. And for the first time, I feel accepted by someone just by being myself. And that really encourages me to grow even more, but in a passive way, because I'm not noticing it, but probably because of those what are those neurotransmitters, I think, like oxytocin, serotonin and dopamine get secreted even more from my adrenals, or just wherever they're secreted from, and I just feel more safe. Like my lust has gone down. My focus has gone down. But it just was the time. It's going up again, and I really feel it, how my focus is better now. Just the last week was a little tough, and Monday. It's, for the record, it's Tuesday today. But yeah, and yeah, I just think real love can make you grow instead of shrinking, and it allows you to be yourself without losing yourself. And I think that's just beautiful, and I want that feeling that I have now. Like, real love isn't, I don't know, it's just calm and intense, but it's not like anxious, or it's not too exciting. It's just genuine, steady, calm, and intense. I mean, it is exciting, but not like crazy exciting. I don't know, it's just like, it's more like you go home, sit on your couch in winter, you froze your ass off outside, you get your hot chocolate, put your blanket on, and watch a movie. That's how it feels. And yeah, I don't have a lot more to say. We'll write down my habit for the week together. So my habit for next week, so already part 15 of the Mind of a Dummy. It will be the week, this week it's January 26th, so January 26th till February 1st. And my habit for the week will be, it will be Anki and Notes teacher. For the week, for the week, wait, I'm writing it down. Notes teacher, and Anki. Okay, and then another thing is what I wanna look out for next week, or like which behaviors of pattern with which patterned behaviors I want to improve, or more easy, what behaviors I wanna look after. Yes. So I think one habit I want to look after is that thing with no envy towards people that are better than you, and no envy towards people who are better than you. Then what's another thing? Another thing I want to look at is I want to laugh better, laugh more, then be more positive, and last one, spread more compliments. Wait, let me write it down. Spread more compliments. So with that being written down right here, that's it for the podcast part 14. I hope you enjoyed it. Still, if you have any improvements for my podcast, feel free to write it down in the comments. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Spotify, go check out my YouTube and write a comment there. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and see you next week on February 1st. Bye.